The most valuable commodity I know of is information. Wouldn't you agree?
Holy fuck. That was pretty scary. That's pretty cool. So we're out here again, guys. We got 7.4 pounds. This wood factoring in the tear weight. Awesome little scale. So we're gonna see how much BTUs or this small amount. It's just a cut up old 2x4 and a little bit of this one basically stick of tiny firewood. So that's all real dry, but we're gonna fire it up with about half a pound of charcoal, maybe less, 8 briquettes or 7. We'll fire it with that, and then we'll just get those glowing, add the wood, and then we'll get the bottom part glowing, and that's a sand battery. I'll show you here in a second. All right, so the bottom part is a sand battery. So it's a pot made of good steel. It's filled with about 40 pounds of sand, 35 I should say, and then there's a little bit of aluminum foil I used as a seal on the last burn, but then I put more sand on top because some of the sand, it dehydrated, it went down a little bit or blew out, whatever. But then this stainless steel bowl is a cheap dollar store type bowl, so it is a little bit of rust now, and it did melt or get dented right there. So it got almost hot enough to melt even with the sand behind it. Maybe the sand wasn't there to protect it, because the sand's job is to pull some of the heat out, store it for later. Obviously I'm not using it for anything, but that's going to keep the stainless steel bowl below its melting point, because anywhere where there's no sand, this bowl will melt. Get the charcoal started on my grill. Load this grill. We'll just let those get glowing. Then we'll come over here, and we got, so I had this keg red hot the other night doing a Foundry experiment. I never put I'm waiting for another piece of the insulating fabric. No, I just learned to use my plasma cutter, so it's pretty rough, but I'm learning. And that top I cut out with like a saw a long time ago, or a drill bit, I don't remember. But this is stainless, and it was the whole entire keg. I got it glowing red with just a little bit of wood. So today we're gonna run this a little bit different manner. I've got a grate, in a bowl that I cut the top out of that's a little bit smaller than this bowl, and I've got a little unit that I'll set on top. You'll see. And the point is, we're going to melt a little bit of metal, a little bit of aluminum in there first. I get the aluminum to melt, got the crucible hot. Oh, we might throw some copper in there and then go for it on the copper. May need more wood, maybe not. We'll find out. This is approximately 50,000 BTUs. We got some fire extinguishers. Clean it up a little bit around here, and then we'll fire it up. Now's the hurry part. We got the lit charcoals in there. And we'll just get some wood, throw it on top of the lit charcoal. We're going to get that going. This is just to get it started. We'll put what we can fit in there, and we'll save the rest for the top once this burns down. Once that burns down and in, then we've got a few pounds left for the top. Feed it in, fire it up, see if we can melt the metal with it. We just fired it up. Let's wait for it. A little bit of smoke. No grate or anything, because I find that melts away. So this deal was smoke for about maybe a minute and a half. And it just starts going ballistic. There it is. It's fire like charcoal. Like charcoal you fire, it's burning the smoke. 750 watts of input. It's almost instant out that charcoal. Use an electric starter too, but I just prefer All right, now we got the experiment going. Charcoal, wood. We're gonna knock it down, put this great stainless steel bowl over it. Then we can add wood there. And we've got this. It's our crucible. That crucible has a few ounces of aluminum, which I want to pour into this mold. It's a half shekel mold. I'm gonna try it out. Some aluminum, successful. I get this hot. I'm gonna see if I can get it hot enough to melt this copper. Give that a shot. Make another one of those, maybe a few of them. That'd be fun. But hope this design works. If not, I'll still show it. God, it's so cool. I had to slow down. I just moved the wood wherever. That center is just like the sun. I just moved pieces of wood over there. So but I can crush it. That's great. We're gonna try. Not quite yet, but it'll self-level, won't it? Especially if you start adding that wood, which you're doing right now. Getting hot as fuck. That's awesome. Alright. Yes. We're gonna need the fucking tongs. That is awesome. There we go, we're back. Got it on there. Getting a large percentage of that heat going around our crucible. It's not a perfect seal, but it's good enough for me. Let's see if that's going to be enough. Better do one of these times. Let them get hot. There's no moisture in it. I think we're almost there, but our fuel's getting down. But we got 920 here. But put this to the side a minute, we'll add more wood, and I'll be right back. Full disclosure, this is 4.2 more pounds of wood. I just ran out. Pretty much, I mean, it's melting down. Oh, it wasn't it. It's all melting down in there. So we'll see how she does here. Looks like it's starting to melt. We'll add some more wood. Alright, the aluminum all melted. We've got about 10 pounds of wood so far that I've burned. 80,000 BTUs. Alright guys, about to pour the funnel. It's good and hot. Set that there. That's also heated. Let's see if we got it hot enough. Cool. Well, we had it hot enough, obviously, and that's why the cement's there. Now we've added some copper.
Maybe I mistook it for one of the empty seed packets.
Yeah, that's freezing. I spilled a little, but that's fine. Mistakes happen. I'm just glad this foundry works as intended off of just regular old 2x4s and wood. It's cheaper than using propane. Easier. What's cool is once this is going, there's zero emissions. There's no smoke. It's just going. Looks like that copper's already work hard and changing color. See how hot it is. Outside is burying the needle. Stuff from the Crucible goes to 900. Yeah, we just let her rip. Alright, it's looking like the sand is about 400 or 500 degrees. Let's get the sand there. Yeah. Between 500, 700, 800. We got 887 on some of this thing. We got 922. This thing bottoms out at 995 or around there. Obviously it's reflective, so it's not perfect, but Crucible ain't. Crucible shows buried needle. And we got a glowing Crucible down there. Looks like the copper is just starting to melt. Sucks because I'm sure this is not done being frozen. Let's see how hot it is. 185, 202. Let's go put that in front of a fan. The outside's still warm. It is. Oh, yes! It self-released. How cool is that? That was so cool. It self-released. And I got a perfect coin right here. Just what I wanted. Half shekel aluminum. So now, this copper starts to melt all the way. We'll run it. I'm gonna add more fuel real quick. All right, so we're done essentially. I did not melt the copper, but I shut it off after so I had a scrap wood left, so I just decided to shut it off. So all told, ran about 40 minutes. Used a bunch of little pieces of wood. All told, I did about 14 pounds of wood. So we're still, get that 40 pounds of sand, heated up to 320, 400, and then let's go on the edge. Heat's been off for a while. It's the stainless steel dome. It's only 420 at the bottom. And as you go up, cools way off. 229. So why I'm letting this run is because it'll blow all the ashes completely out, and so it's just left with a clean burn chamber for next time. We'll take this Crucible out and put that somewhere safe, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Really cool thing is you can just shut it off, the pumps, and it just shuts off because it's sealed essentially. It's got very little air able to get to it. The pumps shut it off like a one-way valve. All right, just finishing up grinding the coin. Show you, I got my little cooling thing. There's the coin. I'm just doing it on my angle grinder cutter with a sanding disc. Let's see, I just got, it's hot, burnt myself with it. But yeah, I just got one more session of grinding with the 120. I'm gonna call it good for this one. It's fun. First time for casting a coin. Show you the end result. So I shut it off before the ash all went out. It's just here's the grate. Everything's cool to the touch now, except for maybe that sand. Oh yeah, there's still heat pouring out of that sand battery. Can touch the sand. Oh, you could, you know those videos where they cook the fucking coffee? You could cook the coffee on that sand. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's just pure white ash in there. It's out all the way. Only thing you got is the heat from the sand. You could cook coffee in there too. That's just pure white ash with a tiny bit of charcoal at the very bottom that's still lit. But yeah, that's because I took the top off. Probably reignited it. Just show you. That's my really bore cut, and yeah. All right, guys. Gonna end this video here because I got another experiment to run. This big Bama Jamma unit. But we learned a few things. We mounted some metal. We poured a half shekel coin. Came out looking pretty good. Showing a friend of mine, he thought so too. So he said he wanted one. I think he said he wants a solid gold one. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, this is how it came out. Perfect. Cup runneth over. I like it. It's a half shekel. And there it is. This is the thing I'm going to run tonight. So if you want to watch my next video, I'll show it to you. I attempt to melt some copper, make some copper ingots. It'll be the same coin. It'll be a little heavier. So we'll try that out. I'm going to need more fuel, I think. So I'm going to run this with that big log in the center and maybe some other dry wood to get it going. So yeah, I'm firing that up right now.